What is going on, guys? Hello, happy Friday. Today's Friday for me. Let me close this door. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. I haven't done one of these lives in a while, guys, so I apologize for that. Just been so busy, guys. So busy. Joshua, what's going on, man? Paul, what's up, man? Steve, Stacy. I can't wait to see that plate, Stacy. I'm not going to say anything else about it. My wife said, honey, you should take a screenshot of that. I said, no. He's got to be the first person to put that out there. And hopefully I see him in North Carolina, because I said, I'm taking the picture next to that bike. I'm going to sit on the ground next to that plate, pointing at it like this. That's cool. Let's see who else. Sheikah, what's going on, girl? Long time no see. Gerald, what's up? Miss Jenny, my ambassador, what's going on? Melissa, how are you? Steven, lots of love from Vegas. I would love to get out there. Vegas, LA, South, actually, Southern California. That's what I'm kind of looking at. Karen, how you doing? OP, what's going on? Coley, is it Coley? Yeah, Coley, North Carolina's in the house. John Hoffman, preload. Dale Adams, hey man, you do great work. Thanks a lot, Dale. I appreciate that, brother. Let's see. Robert, hello, LT. What's going on? Michael, hello. How are you doing? Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Red Horse Garage, hello from New Hampshire. What's going on? Melissa, thank you very much. Melissa, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Johnny Lane, load and keep it loaded. That's right. Preload and keep it loaded. But that's close enough, man. Close enough, Johnny. Fabian, hello from Miami, baby. We are waiting for you. Come on, stop playing with me. Well, you know what? There's actually somebody in that area. He's working tirelessly to try to get a location to do a practice session there. So I said this before, and I'll say it again. If anybody in South Florida, it doesn't even have to be South Florida, just Florida, but, closer to the South part, closer to Miami, but it doesn't have to be that. The point is, I would like to do a practice session in Florida, like now, like, this month, because it doesn't make sense to do it in July, right? August, when it's burning up. This is the opportune time to do it. So again, anybody that has a legitimate location in Florida for us to hold a practice session, preferably a whole weekend, a Saturday and a Sunday. But if it's just one day, that's fine. Definitely send me an email. All right. Because the toughest thing to get is a location. All right, let's see what we got here. This is moving fast for me. Hold on. Lenny Evans, happy belated birthday again, Robert. Thank you, man. You already said happy birthday, so it's not really belated for you, but I appreciate it. Jose Castillo, hey, New Jersey in the house. Jersey, baby. I'm going to be in Jersey. We're going to talk about that. Sheikah, I know, right? I have to make it down there soon. Yes, you do. For those of you guys who don't know, Sheikah is a V.I.Preloader. Her and her husband came down here for a private lesson. But she's a V.I.Preloader, so she can come to any practice session she wants. She's not far from me. She's not across the street either, but she's not far from me. And I saw a video, because she has a YouTube channel, where she actually led a group ride. It wasn't a huge group, but it doesn't matter. And she was a little nervous. She was proud of herself, and I was proud of her too. Because again, it's all about confidence. If you lack confidence, you're going to be like, no, you take the lead. But she took it, so good for her. JR Peace, put JRNC. I'm assuming that means North Carolina. Oh, funny story for you guys. All right, so Preloader Nation, we all know that this is a positive environment, right? I don't accept any negativity or anything like that. So on the comment section, because the comment section, the Facebook group, I can kind of control that. I'm always looking for something that might not be positive, and it's important that everyone knows disagreeing with something that I'm saying, my point of view or whatever. That's not considered, to me at least. I don't consider that negative. It all depends on how it's delivered. We can have differences of opinion because, again, there's a million ways to do everything. But I thought this was so funny. Sometimes people put abbreviations in the comment section, and I'm always suspicious if I can't make out what the hell it's supposed to mean. And again, me with my suspicious mind, I see somebody put HBD, and I was like, I don't know, man. And I'm just getting ready to remove it because if I'm not sure what it is, I just get rid of it just in case. And right before I hit the button, I was like, you idiot. Happy birthday. Oh, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't. All right, guys, do me a favor. Right from the start. Right now, we got 92 people in here. Please hit the like button. Unless you don't like this, which I don't even know why you would be here, but just do me that favor, guys. It helps me out. Let's see. Hello from Florida. That's Black Vet Speeder. Here we go again. Florida. Help me out, guys. Miss Jenny said we are finally able to go back to work after helping to take care of her dad's estate and all need to make the money that we have to spend. Yeah, absolutely. And again, my condolences goes out to Miss Jenny. If you guys don't know, Miss Jenny is not only a V.I.Preloader, but she is an ambassador of this channel. She was the first ambassador of this channel. I actually have 4 ambassadors. It's Miss Jenny, it's Mario. He's an ambassador for Maryland. Miss Jenny's in Washington, not Washington D.C., Washington. And then we have ambassadors out in California. That's Ruben and Maria. So, and I appreciate them all. But again, condolences to Miss Jenny for losing her father. And we all say a prayer for you, Miss Jenny. Andy, hey, Robert, what's going on, man? Eddie McLean, motorcycle crazy crowd in here loving it. That's right, baby. That's right. And nothing but positivity. I mean, this is just, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, hold up. This thing just jumped on me, guys. Dex Roberts, Louisiana Preloader. What's going on, man? Johnny Lane said, sorry, my bad. No, I'm good, man. Chris Gomez, happy birthday. I saw you ride the Indian. Yes, you did. We might talk about that too, guys. I'll wait until the end, see if you guys have questions, or I'll go through this again. And if anybody asks me questions about that, we'll talk about that. Michael Charis, I'm going to read through some of your comments now, guys, and then I'll get you. I got a copious notes here tonight, guys, of stuff to talk to you about regarding 2023 in Preloader Nation. Very, very excited about it. Black Vet Speeder, hope someday you get down to Florida. Yeah, I hope so too. Michael Charis, any plans on doing anything in New England? Not as of now. Yeah, I was actually in the works of trying to get a spot in Pennsylvania at what's the name of that Harley Davidson dealership? They're kind of giving me the cold shoulder. Schaefer's Harley Davidson. Yeah, Schaefer's Harley Davidson. It's in Pennsylvania. I had a couple of phone calls with a few people and haven't heard back from them. So I'm not chasing anybody down. I put it out there, say, listen, and usually what happens, guys, is a preloader or a V.I.Preloader will reach out to me and say, I would love for you to come down here. And they'll actually go to the dealership or they'll ask me to reach out. So I reach out, talk to them about what I do. One of the guys on the phone said, oh, yeah, I watch your channel. I know exactly who you are. You do good stuff. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. You can come down here. And, I haven't heard anything yet. But, we'll see. This would have been in September anyway, but it could be any time, All right. Let's see. Tim 84K10, Arizona Bike Week next month, March 29th to April 2nd. Arizona Bike Week. Wow. It's pretty much a bike week everywhere, isn't it? Arizona Bike Week. I didn't even know they had a bike week there. How is that bike week? Like, is it substantial or is it just like a small thing? Kelly B. Glidden, what's going on, brother? Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. If you guys don't follow Kelly B. Gliding, he's out there in Texas. He's got a YouTube channel as well. He's on Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff that I didn't know anything about a year ago. Giles Smith, Martinsville, Virginia. All right. All right. DMV area. I'm going to be out there. We're going to talk about it. John Flug. I'm going to assume that the P is silent, from Queens, New York, baby. That's where my wife is from. I like your videos and your mythology. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Grimmett, Miami, LOL. Just messing with me now. Again, it doesn't have to be Miami. I find that sometimes when you get into larger cities, then the location to practice becomes even more difficult. Melissa says, very excited to work with you in Columbus this May. Yeah, we're going to talk about Columbus too. Got to get down from these mountains and get to Pula. That's Clem's on Rugger. Get on down, man. Come on down. You can always go back up. You're not going to be rushing if it's cold up there, though. Danny Puckett, anyone have a R18 in class? Not yet. Nobody's had one of those in any of my practice sessions yet. That's a good question. Nobody's had, but it's not a whole bunch of people buying them here anyway. But I would like to see somebody come with it. I mean, I want to see somebody come with it just to see the bike, and see them. I like people to see all kinds of bikes because what we do here applies to every kind of motorcycle. Only thing about that bike with that Boxer engine is, unless they came out with something or something aftermarket, there's nothing to protect it. If the bike falls, the engine's going to hit the ground. At least I believe it is. Paula Barnes, hello from Cleveland, baby. Happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. Pamela. Coley, 411. When are you coming to North Carolina again? We're going to talk about it, so stay here because I'm definitely coming back this year. What's up from Detroit? What's going on, Bobby? Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, please. We got 97 people in here and 40 likes. Like, we're not even close. Paul, Columbus, that's the Believe Belleville biker. I've been looking at that name all this time. I finally know who it is, and he's a good friend. That's what's so crazy about it. Like a damn spy. All right, what time is it? It's 8:12, guys. Anita Simmons says, Queen's in the house. That's my bride. Hi, baby. Of course, Miss Jenny. Hi, Anita. Miss Jenny is just always on it, guys. Always on it. You know what? Before I talk about anything else, I'm going to talk to you about Miss Jenny. So, like I just said, Miss Jenny is one of the ambassadors. She's the ambassador in Washington, D.C. And if you guys don't know what an ambassador is, as far as for Preloader Nation, basically they do what a lot of people do too, but they're above and beyond on what they do for Preloader Nation, always representing Preloader Nation in a positive way, whether that be while they're out talking about what we do here on the Facebook group, anywhere where this is mentioned, they're representing the nation, and I'm very happy about that. Very happy, because this is not something I ever anticipated. And hey, guess what? Guess whose idea it was to have ambassadors? Just guess. That woman sitting in the other room, my bride. Telling you, man, the Preloader Nation, as much as I love it, it would be so much less without my wife involved. So much less. But blessings. Anyway, so I was going to do a separate video on this. I don't know if you guys saw this. Miss Jenny has a YouTube channel as well. I think she posts sporadically on it. She's on Facebook as well, of course, not just in the group, but she's got her own thing. So Christmas was coming up, and if you guys, some of you don't know, I'm sponsored by Tab Performance. This company is, I like their product, guys. You should know I'm never going to do a review on any product that I know is crap. Like if I wouldn't use it, I'm not going to do a review on it. And that's not to say that everything I do a video on, I'm just going to tell you it's the best thing since sliced bread. If something's wrong with it, or there's pros and cons to everything. Nothing's perfect, right? But this company, right from the start, with us talking about this whole sponsorship thing, and it was pretty new to both of us. It's just aces, man. It really is aces, And if you guys have Tab Performance on your motorcycles, you already know, the product is great, but customer service is good too. It really is. You can actually get somebody on the phone. All that stuff's important to me. So, to make a long story longer, I reached out to Tab Performance right before Christmas, and I said, "Listen, um, I'd like to do something for my ambassador." Right? I remember I remember her saying something about wanting her motorcycle to be louder, and I got to shout out her husband Rob too, because when I first mentioned to her, "Hey, would you like some Tab Performance slip-ons for your motorcycle?" She said, "No, no." And at the end of that conversation, apparently her husband was like, "What is the matter with you? What do you know? Of course you want them." So she called me back, and yeah, I didn't know what I was talking about. Rob convinced me. So um, I reached out to Tab Performance and said I would like to get her some slip-ons. And his response to me was, his name's Casey, by the way, and that's who I always speak to. Two brothers that run this company. He's one of them, and he said, "You know what, Rob? You know you don't take advantage of anything. So yeah, we'd be happy to do that." So they were going to just give me some slip-ons to give to Miss Jenny, and then I said, "Casey, I don't want you to just give them to her. I want to pay something, because if I allow you to just give them to her, then you gave them to her, not me. This could be a gift from Tab Performance and Robert Simmons and Anita Simmons." So he goes, "You know what? That's great." He said, "You know what? Um, just give me $200." I said, "I'll give you three." He said, "Great." Whatever he told me to give him, I was going to give him a little bit more. So, and I felt so good about that. I told Miss Jenny they're coming. They got shipped to her house, and she saw the box and she got emotional. And the first time she heard those pipes on her motorcycle was just, oh my gosh. And what really stood out the most to me, guys, is she did a video of her riding her motorcycle, and Rob's behind her. He's driving, but he's recording. And I'm watching her ride that motorcycle. I'm watching her come to a smooth stop and watching her left foot come down like bing, right? Unbeknownst to you guys, she sent me a video about 2 years ago of her practicing with Rob, and it didn't look anything like that. She was in a parking lot. So she's been working at this for a while now. She takes it seriously, right? As I'm sure we all do in here. So, I mean, that meant everything to me. I didn't give a damn about the pipes at that point. Just watching her ride her motorcycle with confidence. Anyway, I love you, Miss Jenny. That wasn't even on my thing, but I had to talk about it. All right. So, guys, first, before I start that too, don't forget, I have patches here, guys. These patches are $20 now. Anita's working on actually having patches available uh, on the spring, so you can actually order them from the YouTube videos at the bottom. But they're not there yet. This has been going on for a while, so I actually ordered some. I had some made. These are $20. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, a patch, send me an email and let me know, and I'll get you a patch. I have quite a few left. I only ordered 20 of them, just to see, and I've already sold a few of them. So, all right, commercial over. Basically, guys, I'm going to be talking to you about. I got 13 items on this list, and so if you guys got something in the oven, you better go check on it. All right, I'll turn the volume all the way up on what you're watching this on. This is a list of everything I have planned, scheduled right now. I know for a fact more stuff is going to come, and as it comes, I'll share it with you. One more time, guys, please. Like button if you haven't already. 106 in here, 68 likes. Okay, so the first thing I have, unless I missed something, is on the 26th of this month. I'm going to schedule a practice session. The weather hasn't been cooperating here, so for the V.I.Preloaders that were looking to come down here, well, here's what I'll tell you, because you guys have seen me putting out videos and shorts and putting stuff on Instagram and YouTube, and you see me out there riding, wearing short sleeves, because, yeah, the middle of the week, 72, 77, 71. As soon as the weekend comes, it's 50s and raining. So I don't know what the hell's going on. It's sabotaging my practice session. But right now, I'm going to be putting something out with this practice session on February 26th. And also, Anita is working on things are getting better, guys. And when I say she's putting hours in, she told me it's going to be billable hours. So I'm going to have to start paying her. But anyway, she's starting a constant contact thing. So right now, guys, when I send you guys out an email, everybody that's on my email notification list, I send them out an email when something's coming up, whatever it is. And the way I was doing it is I have everybody's emails addresses saved, and then I have to copy and paste them to send them out. So it's an extremely antiquated way of doing stuff, but that's what I've been doing. Constant Contact will take care of that. Not only will it save me time, but it's going to look better too on your end. So she's working on that. And once we get the templates and all that stuff set up, that's going to make me feel a lot better. So I want to thank her for everything that she does. And she's in there right now doing stuff, right? Just right now working on something. And I can't say enough. I just can't say enough. All right. So that's for the 26th. Next, Texas. But all of you guys should know, but if you don't know, I'm doing a traveling practice session in Texas. That's next month, March 4th and March 5th. As of now, remember, guys, when I do traveling practice sessions, I always let you guys know it's not many places I won't go that are reasonable, but wherever I go, it's got to make sense, right? So right now for Texas, I have 2 people that have paid and 1 person that has made a deposit. That's for Saturday session. It's 8 people in total. And then for the next day, which is Sunday, where's Sunday? What the hell's going on? Sunday, I got 3 people. So clearly, I'm not going to drive 16 hours with all the other expenses that go along with that to do a practice session for 8, 9 to 11 people, right? And I can't even say 11 because I haven't gotten anything from. Now, they still have until the 27th to send a payment, but 3 people on Sunday. So I'm not too sure about what's going to happen in Texas. What I will tell you guys is the $150 deposit that was required to secure your reservation, it's non-refundable. However, of course, if I cancel the session, I'm going to send you your money back, whether you paid the whole thing or just the deposit. So you don't have to worry about that. So I'm hoping that some more people jump on, and the people that have given me a name and asked for a spot actually submit some US currency so that I can know that they're serious and they're going to come. But this one might go down to the wire. So the payment due date is February 27th. So, I'll let you guys know what's going on at that point as it pertains to Texas. All right. Because February 27th, yeah, that's in the same week that I'm supposed to be leaving. So that's kind of dumb of me to make the payment date that close, but it doesn't matter. All this takes is one email and sending people their money back saying that's not going to happen. So, all right, that's that as far as Texas. So if that's something you're interested in, guys, and you didn't know about it, now you know about it. Now, if it doesn't happen where I'm not going, now that makes me available for Daytona that first weekend. But if it's happening, clearly I can't be in 2 places at the same time. All right, speaking of Daytona, I will be in Daytona, guys, March 7th through the 9th, right? I know it's bike week, so I'm going to be there during the week. The 7th to the 9th. On the 8th, I'm doing a meet and greet at the Tab Performance booth. That's going to be in Destination Daytona. If you guys don't know where that is, just go to where the Harley Davidson dealership is, Bruce Rossmeyer's. That's where Destination Daytona is. Tab Performance will be there. I'll be doing a meet and greet on the 8th between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. All right, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And I'm going to be hooking up a V.I.Preloader who rides an Indian Pursuit with some slip-ons for his brand new Pursuit. He just got it. And Tab Performance and every other manufacturer, for the most part, only offered 4-inch pipes for Indian motorcycles. Well, Tab Performance now has 4.5-inch pipes, and I'm going to hook this guy up. So he's happy. I'm happy. I first asked him, was he going to Daytona? He told me no. I said, well, if you come to Daytona, I got some slip-ons for you. He said, what time do you want me to be there? What day and what time? So meet and greet, guys, Tab Performance. I'm going to be putting something out about this as well with everything on the screen so you can see it. But if you can make it out at that point, I would love to see you. On the 9th, I'm going to be riding the CVO Limited, the 2023 CVO Road Glide Limited. And I'm going to do a video on that as well, guys, and give you my take on, what I think about this new 120th anniversary motorcycle. Actually, I'm sorry. No, I'm going to be riding that on the 8th, the same day that I'm doing the meet and greet. I'm going to go there at 3 o'clock, which is going to be at the Speedway, the raceway. And I'm going to be riding that bike. On the 9th, I'm going to be riding the Breakout, but it's going to be the orange one. You guys should know I have the black. This is going to be the orange one. And then I'll be leaving there. Now I'm heading down there with Cycle Fanatics. You guys that don't know John, that's my boy. So he's going to be coming to my house on the 6th, and then on the 7th, we're going to leave together. I'm going to throw his bike in my trailer so he can actually rest up now instead of trying to ride. He's riding from Jersey to here. So, and if you guys know John, he ain't coming straight here. He's, he likes to ride around and see stuff. And that's good. And then I'll be leaving on the 9th, and then I'm coming back on the 10th. Is it the 10th? Yes, I'm coming back on Friday the 10th, and I'm going to be at Bethune-Cookman College. Right, Traveling Tour is hosting it's called Traveling Tour Ride In Bagger Show. So it's a motorcycle show, and it's called Ride In because if you want to be in the motorcycle show, you can ride in it, right? And they're going to be different categories and prizes, so it should be a lot of fun. And that's between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. So I'm going to go back down there just for that. And then I'm going to head back home. And I'm heading back home, guys, because there's going to be a post-Daytona practice session. That's going to be Sunday, March 12th. So if you're interested in that, absolutely. Send me an email so you can get on the reservation list. I try, guys, to keep that list at 10 motorcycles. Now, it's harder for me to do that when I'm traveling because I hate to tell somebody no, and I'm actually where they are now. You know what I mean? It's different when I'm here in Pula and there's somebody local. It's no big deal. We can do it another time. But yes, definitely send me an email if you're interested in that so I can get you on the reservation list. Of course, you guys know V.I.Preloaders practice with me for free whenever they want in Pooler, Georgia. All right? Okay, in Pooler, Georgia. For everyone else that's not a V.I.Preloader, it's a $100 fee. I've had people pay me that $100, and I always say the same thing to them. A V.I.Preloader, it's $60 a year. It's $5 a month. But listen, I get it. A lot of people don't want to go that route, and they want to contribute to the support, whatever. So I get it. So I understand. I don't argue with those people anymore because I understand why they're doing what they're doing. All right. April 1st, guys. April 1st is going to be the Global Group Ride. All right. For those of you that are unfamiliar with that, there's a video on it, and it's called a Global Group Ride. It's the first ride of the year for you people in the colder environments. And it's global because I'm going to be hosting a ride here. You can come here and go on this ride with me. But if you can't come here, you do the ride wherever you are. Record yourself. You don't have to record the ride, right? You could just record you and whoever else sitting on your motorcycle, standing next to your motorcycle, saying who you are, where you're from, and that's it. Everybody that sends me a video, again, I'm going to put something out about this as well. If you're using your phone, don't record like this. Hold the phone like that, all right? That's how we record on YouTube, unless it's a short, right? And this won't be a short. You guys know. The short videos and me don't get along. Anyway, I'm working on that. It's hard to make a short video when you're trying to teach people something. It really is, because I'm trying to reach as many people as I can in one video at a time. Because anyway, let me stay focused. Send me that video, and again, that video, I don't need a long video from you. And if it's long, I'll just pick what I need. And when I do when I do the video from my ride, I'm going to throw everybody else's video in it as well. And that's what makes it a global ride. So wherever you are in the world, you do that, you send it to me. All right. This is April 1st. Right, April 1st. Now, sometimes there were people that told me April 1st, the weather was crazy. It was snowing. And somebody still sent me he still sent me a video with him next to his bike and the snow coming down. And, you know, that means they can't ride. But if you can ride, ride. And when I say ride, it doesn't have to be something crazy. You can circle the block and come back. It's just commemorating the start of the new riding season, right? If you want to record yourself doing some slow speed maneuvers because you want to get the cobwebs off, whatever you want to record, boom, send it to me. Global group ride. That's April 1st, guys. And I already have some people that told me they're coming. I know Paul's coming, the Belleville biker. He's coming. He was there last year. And then the next day, which is going to be April 2nd, that's a Sunday, practice session. And of course, anytime I host something where people are coming from out of town, you got to do a practice session the next day, right? You got to. So that's the plan right now. All right, moving forward, guys, because I don't want to drag this on too long. Ohio. I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio, May 6th and May 7th. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the people in Ohio are not playing around. Remember, I told you Texas is next month, and I got 2 people locked in. Let's say 3 people locked in. Ohio is pretty much full, and that's in May, right? So if you guys are interested in practicing in Ohio, that's Columbus, Ohio, May 6th is already full. That's a Saturday. And when I say it's full, well, yeah, when I say it's full, everybody has sent money, and the majority of people have paid the whole thing. So forget about the 6th. But if you're interested, give me your name anyway, because anything's possible, right? I always have a reserve list because things happen. May 7th, I have 2 more spots, and that's it. Everything else is done, right? So that's Ohio. They're not playing. Yeah, not playing. And again, I want to shout out Mike. Mike runs Pro Rider Columbus, and where he runs that, the parking lot that he uses, he's allowing us to come out there again. He's also a V.I.Preloader. Always a pleasure to see that guy. Just a great guy. I'm telling you, Preloader Nation, man, I'm surrounded by greatness all the time, right? And greatness has, I'm not even referring to your skill level on your motorcycle, just you as a person. It's just, you know, above and beyond personalities in Preloader Nation. All right. Jersey. Now, this just came up, guys. That's why you didn't see anything come out about it yet. But it's going to come out now. I'm going to send it out maybe tomorrow. But I'm letting you guys know tonight. June 3rd. All right, June 3rd, I'm going to be in Jersey again, the same location that I was at the last 2 times at Grace Bible Church, right out in Allenwood, New Jersey. Shout out to Joe, once again, hooking us up, allowing us to use that parking lot at the church. And it's just, it's not a huge space, but it definitely works, and it's convenient too, because they just open up the church for us. We have bathroom, you know, it's just great. Hopefully we have good weather. Hopefully we have good weather for all of these things, because we're doing it rain or shine, not ridiculous rain, of course. So look for that, guys. That's going to be coming out soon, June 3rd. And then June 4th, I'll be in Maryland. So all you DMV people, I'll be in Maryland, same location, that beautiful, beautiful parking lot at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Columbia, Maryland. All right, that's going to be June 4th. And I want to shout them out again as well for having us come back. And guys, I'm also going to be in Maryland on September 10th. Now, I remember he talked to me about coming to Maryland 2 times a year. So as of now, the plan is Maryland, June 4th, and Maryland, September 10th. We'll see what happens. Again, it's a plan. It's scheduled. Participation, it happens, because we got the toughest thing, which is a location, and a great location. So we just need participants, and we're good to go. I'm on I-95. All right, so we got Jersey, we got Maryland. Okay, let's talk about June 11th. Well, before June 11th, June 9th and June 10th, for those of you that don't know, Traveling Tall's having Run to the Hills 3. And I remember when he did Run to the Hills 1, and I remember talking to him, and he was saying, you know what, for Run to the Hills 2, I think maybe I'm going to try something different, do it a different place. And I said to him, I said, Tall, see, you're thinking like that because you're from here. So you take for granted these roads. Dude, you don't have to change anything. You could host this, the same roads, the same route every year. I know I'll be there. And I know a lot of other people will be too, because it's one thing to ride all those roads once and then do it again the next year, I'd be disappointed if now you're taking me some. No, I want to go on those other roads, you know? So that's the 9th and the 10th of June. And then June 11th, I'm doing a practice session at Bootlegger Harley Davidson. This would be the third time I'm doing it there. So shout out to them. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tall. But shout out to them for allowing us to use that facility again. It's all hours on that day. So I already have some people that paid for that. So, you know, people ain't playing, man. People want to get out here. They want to learn. They want to learn in a positive environment. They want to have the camaraderie and the fellowship of fellow preloaders and VI preloaders, because that's always big with me, guys. Always. I love spending time with you guys in FaceTime. And I wasn't going to go to Daytona because I'm like, been there, done that. But I want to see you guys, right? I want to see you guys. So any chance I have an opportunity to do that, then fine. I'm going to take advantage of it. All right. June 17th and 18th. So the person from North Carolina, here you go. All right. And this is already out there. It's already been sent out. It's on Facebook. It's been everywhere. I'll be at Cox's Harley Davidson. All right. June 17th and June 18th. Now, I was there before, and we had like a quarter of the range, but we still made it happen. And this time, we're going to have the whole range. It's a beautiful range, too. And what I like about it the most is I can leave my cones there and don't have to come back out and set them up the next day. So we'll be there Saturday and Sunday. All right. If you want more information on that, you can send me an email, and I'll put you on the reservation list. But I'm looking forward to that as well. Very good people at that dealership. And it's so funny, guys. Like Bootlegger Harley Davidson, Cox's Harley Davidson. There's certain Harley Davidson dealerships that if you want to come out and do something like that and it's positive, and it also gives their dealership, you know, some airtime, if you want to call it, you know, we get to shout them out or whatever. But forget about that part. It's more important to them that they're able to play a part in hosting something that's positive, something that's helping people. And you know, because I already know once people learn this stuff, they want to share it. So shout out to them, because you know, you got other dealerships, and I don't fault anybody that they're just like, nah, you know, we don't want to do that, and that's fine. Okay, look at that, guys. I only got one thing left, and that's going to be, I'm shooting all the way from June. Well, I did mention Maryland in September 10th, but November 4th, guys. November 4th is going to be the 3rd anniversary of this YouTube channel, and we're going to do the same thing we did for the second, because the second was great. The food was much better, so we're going to go with that same caterer. Like the first one, my wife is making food and stuff. I was like, no, baby. We're not doing that anymore. So we're going to do the ride and the luncheon November 4th, so it's a little earlier in November. So it's a little further away from, you know, Thanksgiving or whatever, and give people time to be able to come out. The weather's usually good down here anyway, except for year one. It was just the worst weather ever. But that's what I have, guys. That's what's planned for this year. I know more stuff's going to come because I don't have anything in July. I don't have anything in August. I don't have anything in October. So it's plenty of time. And of course, sprinkled in the middle of all of that, guys, there's going to be practice sessions here in Pooler, Georgia. Another V.I.Preloader, David Ortega, he reminded me, hey, when are we going to take a ride back to Rodney's barbecue out in Charleston, South Carolina? So I'm going to be doing that too. That's probably going to be more of a local thing. Not that he's local. He's about 4 hours away from here, but he'll take the trip down, especially now that he has a trailer. There's no reason, you know, really not to, because before he was looking at the weather, and sometimes the weather would be good here, but he'd have to ride in the rain for hours to get here. So anyway, let me read some of your comments, guys. Let's see. Somebody's ringing my bell. I don't know who it is, but I'm ignoring it. Joe Go Motorcycle says, I'm here. What's going on, Joe? Hold on. I got to go up some more, guys, because I want to get all of your comments. Okay. Very excited to work. Okay. I got that one already. Okay. Got that. Guys, please hit the like button if you haven't. I appreciate it. We're almost there. We're much better. 110 in here. 93 likes. Love your videos. Want to do a practice live in Orlando. Yes. You know, I just need a location, guys. Hit me up. Send me a SS Goldwing. Happy birthday. What's going on, brother? Actually, looking forward to seeing SS Goldwing on his SS Goldwing. Um, I think he's either coming on the 12th or in Tennessee. I don't know. Hopefully, he's coming on the 12th because he won't have to pay for that one. Maurice, hello everyone. What's going on, Maurice? Coley, a laughing emoji. Michael Green, need to get you to Florida and ride with the pigs, a LE motorcycle club. Yeah, listen, motorcycle clubs, that's something I really want to do. Hold up. Ride with you or practice with you? I got to see how you ride before we just go riding. You saw the video I just put out. Look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you, look behind you, look all around you. 9 times out of 10, let me rephrase that. 9.9 times out of 10, those people, good luck. They're not practicing, they're squeeze and hope for the best. Yeah, Central Florida would be great. I agree. Come on now. Start reaching out, people. You guys are down there, so you know more than I do. It doesn't have to be a Harley Davidson parking lot. It could be, a Harley Davidson range. It could be a parking lot with approval from the owner of that parking lot. And bam, I'm in the Ram. I'm on my way. Congrats on this is Van. Congrats on your new scooter. That's a badass ride. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna do a follow-up video on that motorcycle too, now that I've ridden it more. But the more stuff I do to it, the more I'm so surprised that I like this motorcycle as much as I do, guys. I got to tell you. The wind though, it's stuff to get used to. I look at people now riding their motorcycles. They're on the highway and they getting into it. They're getting it, and they got no windshield and they're just like this. And I'm like, how are they doing that, man? Because I'm like, and again, you can get used to anything. If that's the only motorcycle they ride and that's all they've ridden, then it's no big deal. You're accustomed to it. But I'm so accustomed to being behind some type of windscreen that, yeah, I'm like, whoa. But I've already told myself, Rob, just you're gonna have to get used to it. It's for short rides anyway. Florida here. That's Andre. Yeah, I know a lot of Florida in here, but nobody's hooking me up or hooking up Florida because I know a lot of people are gonna want that. Sully, Louisiana. All right. There's one of my other ambassadors, 6door74. Some of these kids actually use that text talk when talking in person too. All right, Joe goes here. Chris Gomez says maybe a San Antonio, Texas practice weekend in the future. See, now that depends because now San Antonio is even further than Melissa. So again, I'm not going to rule anything out, but it's got to make sense. That's all I'm going to say. It's got to make sense. It's a long time for me to be driving and pulling my motorcycle to get someplace. It's a long time, but if there's enough people participating, then as far as I'm concerned, it's worth it. I drive 20 hours if enough people are going to participate. That's the main thing. I need participation. Miss Jenny said, "Thank you for your kind words, Robert." Oh, my pleasure, Miss Jenny. You deserve every one of them. Jay says, "Rhode Island here." All right. Riding and wrenching. What's up, Rob? What's going on, brother? Guys, check out his channel if you don't know about riding and wrenching. Right, very good channel, very informative, and just the whole vibe of his channel. The whole vibe. He's just a cool dude. He really is. All right. Anita Simmons, hello, Preloader Nation. That's my bride. 6door74 said, I heard a dispatcher tell an officer the code to a building was pound 555. He didn't know what that meant. She had to say hashtag 555 for him to understand. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Pound. Stacy, okay. What's this? What's Brewing 59? Hi, Mr. Simmons. Went out on the bike today, and all I heard in my head was, if you have time to ride, you have time to practice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lenny Evans. Hi, Anita. Okay, shouting out the bride. Karen shouting out the bride. Moto 787. Are you going to be with Cycle Fanatics in Bergen Harley on April? No, I'm not. I'm not going to be, but I am going to be with him in Daytona. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say this. He's also going to be participating in the practice session post Daytona on March 12th. All right. So that's going to be good because John was supposed to come out here last year and he got sick. So he didn't make it. So he's going to be here on the 12th. And, that's going to be cool. It's always cool to hang out with John. If Jenny says, by the way, screen just jumped on me. Hold on, guys. I hate when that happens. Hold on. Damn, it jumped big time. Damn. Oh, I hate when this happens. Danny Puckett, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Oh my God. This thing jumped big time. All right, hold on. Miss Jenny, by the way, I absolutely love my tap performance. Thank you so much again. My pleasure. Marshall, what's going on? Marshall, hey Rob, good to see you up on here. Was out doing some slow speed today in traffic. Got a lot of slow ride in. That's right, brother. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. He's really good on that Indian too. If I'm correct, he rides a Roadmaster. I think, if I remember correctly. Tim, 84K10. I've never been there, but it's a huge venue in Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, okay. And okay, doing concerts there, grounds, there are hundreds of campsites. All right, okay, cool. Calvin25 says, do your instructional videos apply to sport bikes or are there differences in technique? Good question. What I love about that question, Calvin, is I guarantee you the majority of people that are on here tonight can answer it for you. But the answer is yes, it does. As a matter of fact, you keep looking at my videos. I did a video on a sports bike. I actually bought a sports bike specifically to show people that the rules don't change. Remember, when I say the rules don't change, I'm talking about technique. Obviously, certain things are going to change based on the motorcycle. I'm talking about lean angle and handlebar as far as how far they can turn, but the techniques don't change. So yeah, I just go through my videos and look for. I bought a sports bike. I compared it to a bagger bike as far as what I like, what I don't like, my preferences, and then I went out and did a video doing exercises 1 through 9, and then I actually used it in a practice session. All right. So I hope that answers your question. Yes. All right. Kelly B. Gliding, appreciate it. 4th. Yes, sir. Yeah. Who would have known? Kelly B. Gliding and me. Same birthday, February 7th. I'm telling you. What's this say? Gustavo. I would love to be there, but I'm in West Orange, New Jersey. If you come up this way, I'm there. Much love to everyone. All right, I'm assuming you typed that before I said I'm going to be in Allenwood, New Jersey. So there you go. If you can make it, send me an email. John Hoffman from Jersey. I was driving tractor trailers in the 5 boroughs when you were a motor officer. All right. JR Peace would love to get you down here in MCAS Cherry Point. I have no idea what that is. MCAS. Stacy King, R18 demo days in Wake Forest, North Carolina next weekend. I think. Thinking of riding one. Yeah, ride it. I want you to ride it. Tell me what you think. Okay, Rick Gordon says would love to see you in the Albany area. Albany? Woo! I'm not gonna say no. You know, it's gotta make sense though. John Hoffman said, when you come into Jersey again? Okay, I already covered that. Jay Raphael, cheers, big homie. Thanks for all the work you do. My pleasure, man. Thank you. Kelly B. Gliding, I'm riding to Daytona, 16 hours on Kong. Be careful, man. Hopefully the weather's good. Rick says, what's up from Seattle, man? I'm Rick. What's going on, brother? I just saw $20. Oh, Joe Go Motorcycle. Thank you, brother, thank you very much, man, for the $20 donation. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see. Dog and Roadie. I would love to see an episode about riding and touring a bike on a gravel road. What happens out here in Oklahoma getting on the asphalt? Oh, I got good news for you, dog. I have a video out there, and it's me talking about riding on gravel. So make sure you definitely take a look for that. It wasn't too long ago that I made that video either, so definitely check that out. You know, I try to get a little something in there that covers pretty much everything. The important thing, guys, is this. If you, whenever I tell you guys that some of the most important things that we do out there when we're practicing are the warm-up exercise, short starts and stops. Exercise number 1, riding and coming to a smooth stop. Exercise number 2, the slow ride. And exercise number 3, trust and believe. Even if I leave out trust and believe, but trust and believe is important. So no, I'm not gonna leave that out. As far as I'm concerned, those are the most important exercises for you to learn as far as the fundamentals of everything we're doing here. So when we talk about gravel, if you're already confident in short starts and stops and the slow ride, then gravel won't mean anything to you because you know we're not going to lean on gravel or anything slippery. We're going to stay straight up. So that's why when we get to exercise number 4, where now you have to make a turn, and I tell you, I want you to make that turn straight up. Don't lean the motorcycle at all. And when you can do that with ease, bring on the gravel. You'll be fine. I'm not talking about deep gravel where you're sinking into it. That's a different story. It's like riding in sand. But if it's just gravel and you stay straight up, you're golden. All right. So this is what I mean when I say we got to practice these fundamental things. They take care of a lot of things out there. All right. What is this? Okay. JL, hello from Rhode Island. Your new breakout. That's all it says. What's going on, Jay? Chris says maybe. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry, guys, but sometimes if I say something and you answer it, by the time I get to it, I don't know what you're talking about anymore. So I'm sorry. Quentin, what's going on, guys? Listen, so Quentin is going to be, he's a V.I.Preloader. He's going to be participating in a practice session. And Quentin, he sent me a few emails and he's asking me questions. And he sent me an email today and he said, listen, I'm so sorry. Here I am emailing you again, bothering you. You're not bothering me. All right. Especially if you're trying to get some clarification on something that's planned that you're paying for. So it's not a bother at all. You email me, and if sometimes people get lucky. I'm on my computer, bam, I see something come up, whether it's an email or a comment from YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and I'll just answer it right there, right? Especially if it's something I can answer quickly. And sometimes people go, whoa, especially if it's somebody new to Preloader Nation. They'll be like, whoa, I can't, wow. Because they're not expecting to get a response anyway, because they're new. But you guys know I respond to everything, This is why, look, I'm getting bags into my eyes because I'm up all night, but it's always worth it. Let's see. Yuri978 said, I was in a jammed up parking garage the other week. Exercises 1 through 4 proved their worth that day. Absolutely. See, that's what I'm talking about. And if you have mastered 1 through 4, oh, you have so many more tools in your tool chest now, right? You have so many more options. Where somebody else that is still not confident in that, the things that he's thinking about, it's not even going to cross their mind. It's just going to be, let me walk my bike here, there, or ride all the way around when I could have just made a nice left turn. All right. Dex Roberts says, who are all the officers in the pictures on the wall behind you? Really? That's me. That's me. So that's me, 22 years old. All right, rookie cop. That's when I started, 1995, NYPD. And that's me, 44 years old, because I retired at 44. And then the rest of these pictures are just me being me, right? Now, what's interesting about these pictures, guys, is I worked in the Housing Bureau, patrolling the housing projects. And actually, I worked in the Housing Bureau and I worked in the Highway Patrol. Not one of these pictures are of me in the Housing Bureau. Not one, right? And I was a sergeant in the Housing Bureau too. So I skipped the whole rank up here, right? Even though, I guess the only thing we do have is, let's see. Okay, there's my sergeant shield. So we got my sergeant shield up here. And right here, this is a promotional picture. I have chevrons on because I was a sergeant. Well, no, I wasn't, because these are promotional pictures. So I still have the chevrons on, but I got a lieutenant shield on. So there's really no representation up here of me being a sergeant. But there's me being a police officer up here, right here. Actually, no, this is when I was a cop. So I was wrong. I got one picture up here. Actually, no, 2. No, I'm sorry. I was in the Highway Patrol right there. So because it's all about the Highway Patrol, man. The Highway Patrol and the NYPD, I call it the 13th grade, right? We drove fast cars and rode Harley Davidsons, and in the middle of all of that, we did some police work. And even the police work was fun. So it's the 13th grade. But good questions. Who are those officers? That's me. Anita said, thank you, sweet husband. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for Preloader Nation. She means that. Now she tells me that all the time. She says there isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. And now to hear her say there isn't anything that she wouldn't do for Preloader Nation. Oh, you guys don't understand the diamond in the rough that I have in this house with me. I mean, and I'm talking about on all levels. Just a phenomenal woman. Just a phenomenal woman. Andrew Schultz. Hello, Paul. Good to see you. Oh, that's Andy talking to Paul. Okay. Come and get it. Chromeworks is awesome as well. Yeah, Chromeworks is good too. It is. I mean, a lot of these things are good. I know. I just like tab performance. Chromeworks is it's a throaty sound too. Like Barber CVO19 has Chromeworks on his Street Glide. His bike sounds nice. Dave Boyd, hello from Indiana. What's going on, Dave? Josh was thanking my bride for everything that she does. My wife said, Miss Jenny, I am proud to call you an ambassador and a friend. Absolutely. Sheikah, shout out to Anita, Queen of Preloader Nation. I love that, Sheikah. I love that. Queen of Preloader Nation. Love that. I'm telling you, man, the women are the ones that come up with the good stuff, man. That is awesome. Queen of Preloader Nation. Kali, I think that's how you pronounce it. 411. Hi, Mrs. Jenny and Mrs. Anita. Very respectful. Nice. Okay, there's a few people saying hi to each other. Kevin says, I recognize the picture, Kevin. Based on your review, I got the Let's Roll Dolly and a crap load of custom dynamic stuff for my Road Glide Classic. That Dolly is awesome and a must-have for moving bikes around the garage. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially if you have limited space. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And to be able to store your bike too. Very nice. Michael says, how can be green? LOL. Quentin says, I just bought a shirt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support. So, speaking of a shirt, guys, so my bride, again, doing her thing, her plan is every year to release a different picture in the middle of the Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle logo for the merchandise, for the shirts. And the one that she's working on now is right here. I don't know how it's going to come out. You guys are going to see that. She's going to put that on a shirt in the middle. And so this design, this logo, this is the logo to Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. So all of those other ones are like specialties. They're going to be like specialty shirts. So if somebody likes one picture in the middle more than the other, they can get that. Or some people might want them all so they can say, look, I got all of them. So that's her plan. That's what she's doing. And none of that stuff's easy. So again, hats off to the Queen of Preloader Nation, Sheikah. Ms. Jeannie says, thank you so much again for that story about tab performance and my near mess up. Love you guys. Love Preloader Nation. And she does. Tab performance is awesome. That's coming from Riding and Wrenching. Tabs are the best. Love my zombies on my Roadmaster. All right, that's Marshall. I knew it was a Roadmaster. Okay, good. Gerald, what's going on, man? I need to upgrade exhaust. Well, you know what I'm going to say. Marshall said, if I could go back in time and do my dealership experience over, I would skip the stage one and go straight to the tabs. All right. Danny Puckett says, waves at other I don't know what that means. At other C-Bus viewers. Waves at other C-Bus. I don't know what that means. Rick says, I love my 50 cal tab zombies 2022 Street Glide Special. Yeah, how could you not love them? They look great. They sound great. That's Joe. Okay. Miss Jenny's talking to Marshall. Kevin says, Anita, do you have any way that folks in an area can organize net? I am in Southwest Florida. I have not a clue if anybody else is practicing here. Oh, okay. Little Scott's World. Hello, Robert. Just logged on. Good to see you. Good to see you too, man. Appreciate you being the V.I.Preloader. Kyle Lawrence. Where in Texas? Melissa, Texas. Melissa, Texas, guys. Okay, Calvin. Make a wheelie video. Listen, the closest. Well, one of the things I say all the time on my channel is we don't do stunts and we don't do tricks here. We got enough trouble trying to make U-turns. Talk about wheelies. So no, you're not going to see that on this channel. You're not going to see me doing anything with one hand. But one hand demonstrations are good not to try to encourage people to do it, but to show people what's possible, right? What's possible. Kelly B. Glyden said, "We're in Texas." Hold up. I understand why Kyle Lawrence is saying that, but Kelly B., you know where you were there. Well, it could be someplace different. No, there's no excuse, man. You're on all my platforms. You know it's in Melissa. Same spot as before, brother. Same spot as before. When Kelly B came in, they came in deep, man. A lot of good brothers, too. It was nice. It was really nice. Looking forward to seeing you again if this Texas thing happens, which I hope it does. Quentin said, Preloader Nation is growing rapidly. Yes, it is. And that's a good thing. It really is a good thing. Guys, I was looking at my analytics yesterday. It's really ridiculous. Out of everybody that watches my videos, only 28% of people are actually subscribed. I'm not talking about V.I.Preloaders where they're paid. I'm talking about just hitting the subscribe button. 28%. And that's how it is for most content creators. For some reason, people just they don't subscribe. I don't know. Stacy King said, "Come on, y'all, hit the like button." No, Stacy, we're good actually. We're good. I appreciate it. We're at 105 people in here and 121 likes. So pretty much everybody is good. But I appreciate that, Stacy. M as out says, "Good evening, brother. Thank you for your service and the content. I've been doing a lot of riding and practicing, learning from your videos." That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. Keep it up. Joe Go says, "Awesome. I'm going to enter my bike." Okay, good. He's talking about the event on the 10th of March out in Daytona. Riding and Wrenching says, "The best motorcycle HD makes." I don't know what we know what he's talking about. He's talking about a Road Glide. All right. What's going on, Lieutenant Simmons? That's the Gans Z Zitz lifestyle experience. What's going on? Miss Jenny is signing off. She's got to go to work tonight. All right, Miss Jenny, have a good night. Pleasure. Love you. Now, let's see. Karen, good night, Miss Jenny. Okay. Alan Ramy, picking up bike this weekend from the repair shop. Can't wait for ride. It's going to be cold, but worth it. I'm glad you're getting your bike back, man. All right, so now that he brought that up, some of you guys were asking about Violet. Some people thought Violet was gone. And somebody said, why don't they just, I was talking to Travel and Toll today. He said, man, they need to just total that bike. And I was like, no, it's a fender. I'm waiting on a rear fender. So, and you know, we already know everything's backed up, guys. But on top of that, if you have a CVO, it makes things a little worse. You know, sometimes it can be better, sometimes it can be worse. If I had a black motorcycle, I could have got a fender from Advan Black, and that'd have been good. But Advan Black doesn't do CVOs because it's special paint, so I get it. But listen, my motorcycle's been at Harley Davidson since July. And no, they haven't touched anything, and it's because they won't start the work until they have all of the parts, so that way they can do everything they need to do. And I understand that. But you won't hear me complain. What do I say all the time, guys? Be thankful, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. If that was my only motorcycle, I don't know if my friendship would still be where it is now for my friend that rear-ended me. But because I have other motorcycles to ride, it's not as big of a deal. The only real impact is that was the motorcycle that, I bought that motorcycle so Anita could ride with me on that motorcycle. That was the specific purpose for that motorcycle. Little did I know that was going to wind up being my favorite motorcycle. So, but no complaints. She'll be back. And it wasn't like a ridiculous crash where I'm expecting something to be different with the ride. It's just parts, parts. So, but that's what's going on with her. I'll be happy to have her back. I thought I was done with 4 motorcycles, guys. I really did when I sold my Road Glide. But that's that breakout. And a lot of people agree. Like I got a lot of positive feedback on that breakout. It is, it's good looking, but I'm a practical guy, right? So that doesn't mean I'm gonna buy a motorcycle like that just because it looks good. But when I took that motorcycle for a test ride, and then the video you guys saw as I'm sitting on it, like it's comfortable, and I couldn't believe how comfortable it was. And like I said in the video, if I test ride a Street Glide or a Road Glide or a Road King or a Limited, immediately I'm uncomfortable. The handlebars are too low, seats too close, whatever. But I get on this bike and everything is like good. Like if I couldn't change anything, it's doable. So that was very surprising to me. And It looks good. I still haven't really gotten into it. But with a 117 engine on that thing, I'm not planning on really getting on it anyway. Like I might throttle it and get it up to about, 60, 70. So see how fast it can get up to it and then get out of it. Because with no windshield, even 60 and 70 is like, you know, with a full face helmet. All right. I'm gonna talk about that in a future video, guys. So I'm not gonna bore you with it here, but I will let you guys know. I'm very happy with that motorcycle. And when I walk in my garage, I still look at that motorcycle more than once, like especially since the light upgrades. It's amazing how just changing the lights makes it look better. With the lights off, I'm talking about, but on too. I just really love the way this motorcycle looks. It's so crazy. Let's see. Somebody gave me a $9.99 donation. I don't know who it was. When I get down, but I want to thank you now. I appreciate it. Let's see. Ohio's in here. Yeah, that's all right. All right. When are you coming home to New York? All right, that's from the Lifestyle Experience, the Ganzi. I don't know because see, New York that's the issue with New York is location, finding a location. If I get a location and it makes sense, I would love to come back to New York and do this. I would love that. Right? It just makes sense, right? That's where I'm from. The closest I've gotten so far is Allenwood, New Jersey, right? So, but we'll see. Joseph Rolls said April 1st, awesome idea. Thanks. And it's not an April Fool's it's not an April Fool's joke, guys. April 1st, global group ride. Global group ride. Big Time Barbecue says, sorry guys, I love my Chromeworks dominated exhaust system. Hello, Robert. Love your channel and thank you for your service. Preload and keep it loaded. The man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And don't ever apologize for what you like. Right? Don't ever apologize for what you like. If you guys know anything about this channel, I don't have an allegiance to any brand, right? Even Tire Performance that sponsors me. If I hear something else that sounds good, I'm going to say, wow, that sounds good. If I hear something that sounds better, I might say, wow, that sounds better. It doesn't matter, right? Because motorcycles too. I have 4 Harleys, but you guys know I'm always going to be honest with you about a Harley Davidson and my gripes with them. But I can still look at other motorcycles and go, wow, that's nice, right? I got a video coming for you guys, actually 2 of them. It's going to be pretty good videos, me talking about that anniversary edition Road Glide Limited CVO and that Indian Pursuit, right? These are going to be some good videos. I got some stuff in the hopper, guys. I got some stuff in the hopper. Preload and keep it loaded. You're the man. Thank you, brother. That's from Big Time Barbecue. Restless Baby said, what city in North Carolina? That is Ashley. I believe it's Ashley. Hold on. Let me just make sure. I want to double check. I may not have the location on here. Hold on. Asbury. It's hold up. I don't want to give you something that's not right. So let me just look it up. Bear with me, guys. North Carolina. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's Ohio. Yes, Ashboro, North Carolina. Cox's Harley Davidson. COX''S. That's where it's going to be. Let's see. Yeah, somebody already answered you. I'm sorry. I didn't even see that. Let's see. Thomas Mozo, that's crazy. 3 years already. And I bought my first Harley November 4th, 2022. It is crazy. Guys, time is flying by. I'm telling you. I retired in 2017. I was 44 years old. I'm 51 years old now. And oh my God, it's just, I mean, I guess time will also fly when you wake up at like 11 o'clock in the morning, which I do, but I'm up all night. So, but I'm a night person. When I retired, I was working the midnight shift. That's the shift I preferred. So staying awake is easy for me. Let's see. Oh, Pops Productions. Thank you. Pops Productions is the one that gave me the $9.99 donation. I appreciated that. And he says, thank you for your great skills and teaching. My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. This thing jumped around again. Andy, what's up? He's 13 great. Oh, hold on. Jogo said Anita is the best. Oh, see, okay. Joe Go with his $20 donation. Thank you again, Joe. He said, tell Q street glides are superior to road glides. Q is riding and wrenching, guys, by the way. That conversation, it can go on forever. Two things are always going to come up if those two are talking: street glide, road glides, and sandals. I'll leave it at that. Okay, hold on. Wow, this thing jumped way up. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. Kevin Haracle says November, Southwest Florida. Come on down. Here we go. Just give me a spot. I'm there, Kevin. Give me a spot. Jogo said he just made it home. Oh, so he was on the road. The Belleville biker said, looking through the list of names in this chat, there are some damn good riders. Yes, practice, practice, practice. Joshua McCune said, I have the Angel Stadium parking lot ready to go in Orange County, California. Let's get it. See, Josh, see how you playing yourself? Just because you go practice there, which he does, he sends me videos of him practicing on that, on his Challenger. That don't mean we can come there and set up a whole bunch of cones. Then that just gets attention and people come out and start asking questions. So, but you know, if you can lock that situation down, but a whole bunch of other stuff has to happen too. So California is a whole different animal, man. But I do want to get down there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to my ambassadors that are out there in Southern California, Ruben and Gigi, and see if we can make something happen, you know, because I do want to get out to California. And of course, it would probably make more sense for me to fly there. I need a motorcycle and like 100 cones and a location, and then bam, we're good to go. Little Scott's World, looking for, actually, you know what? I don't even need a motorcycle. I really don't. It's more fun if I have one. But I just want to be out there and meet you guys and do what we do. I just can't do follow the leader, you know, or demonstrations. I can borrow somebody's motorcycle to do a demonstration if they would let me. Little Scott's World, looking forward to, oh man, this thing just jumped on me again. Oh, no, it didn't. Looking forward to September 9th session in Maryland. Me too. Me too. I look forward to all of them, man. Kevin said, I'll get a spot in Fort Myers, Rockstar HD, or a church. All right, let me know, Kevin. Now, you're saying that, but that doesn't mean they're going to say, yeah, have them come on down. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Giles Smith, do we have anyone else in Southern Virginia? Okay, he's talking to the panel. Not the panel, but who the people in the chat. Richard said, love your videos. Thank you for giving back. My pleasure, man. Thank you. Mark, what's going on, man? Mark Vega, V.I.Preloader. I love this channel, Robert. I picked up a 2022 Pan America Special. Keeping it loaded, too. Congratulations on your bike, man. Thank you. Let's see. Marshall said, yep, got a lot of catching up to chat to do, but impeccable memory. Roadmaster it is. Okay, good. Love it so much and so bomb with those tab zombies on it. Yep. Love the tab so much. That's right. Fabian said, everyone on Preloaded Nation, Rob, let's make a rodeo, a big event, food, drinks, all the goodies. So it's funny you should mention that, Fabian. Rodeos. I've never participated in the rodeo. I know they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to watch. I really don't have any interest in doing the rodeo. I would do one if it's just for fun. But one of the things I did when I created this channel is I wanted to separate competition from anything that I'm doing here. Because I know that a lot of people are already intimidated by what we're doing here. They're intimidated by their motorcycles at slow speed. And it's not going to take much at all for them to check out. So that's why I don't harp on a lot of different things. I just want people to come out and practice. I want them to be relaxed. I want them to understand that, and I say it all the time, this is not a competition. Somebody told me, you know what, when we do follow the leader, you should at the end, like whoever, you know, give a t-shirt out. No, because now it's a competition. Now that's friendly competitions amongst V.I.Preloaders and preloaders that participate. Like I can tell you right now, if riding and wrenching, Jogo motorcycles, 6-door 74, if they're all in the practice session together, that's a competition. Simple as that, right? But it's fun. So nothing wrong with that. But if that answers your question about why I don't do any rodeos, but it could still be fun. So I'm not ruling it out. Jason said, what's up, Rob? Looking forward to a sunny 50 degrees day here in Tinley Park, Illinois. Sunday, dusting off the cones as we speak. That's what I like to hear, brother. 50 degrees is better than freezing. I can tell you that. In Illinois, oh my God, 50 degrees is like 80 degrees. Stacy said MCAS Cherry Point is in eastern North Carolina. Would be nice. Ah, okay, good. It's in North Carolina. Thanks, Stacy. M as out. Avoided some serious accidents with the constant practicing. Every ride I conduct, I do slow maneuver training with your videos. It is becoming muscle memory, helping save myself. Thank you. Booyah! That's it. Muscle memory. That's what we want. That's the ultimate goal, so that we don't have to think about it. We just do it. All right. Let's see. SS Goldwing. Yes. Going to be there on the 12th of March. Excellent. Okay, good. So he's coming down here to Pooler for that practice session. It'll be good to see him. And guys, when you see, remember I said SS Goldwing. When that video comes out from that practice session, now he participated in the practice session in Tennessee as well. But listen to his Goldwing. It's like, it's got a very nice sound, right? It's not too quiet. It's an older Goldwing too. And he hasn't been riding it for long, but you wouldn't know, man. I still think you're hustling me, man. Kyle Lawrence says, Melissa, Texas in March. I'm in. Sent. Okay, I'll be looking for your email, Kyle. Hopefully that works out. Just make sure you let me know what day you want, Saturday or Sunday. Mark says, hi, at Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. What's going on, Mark? Thank you for being a V.I.Preloader. Eric Davis, man, I appreciate your content. I'm always watching your videos and sharpening my skills. I started on sports bike, now loving my bagger. Stay blessed. That's what I'm talking about, Eric. Thank you very much, man. What's this? Jermaine Young. I was able to pass my DMV test by watching your preloaders and practice in it the first time on the Road Glide. Congratulations, man. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, there have been several people that have been riding dirty for years. They watched a few of the practice session videos and the riding tip videos, and that gave them enough confidence to go out and practice some of this stuff. And once they got certain techniques down, you know, the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest epiphany moment for people is that rear brake. Once they learn how to control that rear brake and keeping the bike loaded like that, those things are game changers, because now you feel more confident. You don't always feel like you're falling by providing power to the rear wheel. So then they go, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go take this damn endorsement test. And they're like amazed that they waited this long to do it. So I love hearing stuff like that. It's just beautiful to hear, because I know that, you know, what I'm doing here is helping people. Let's see. TC6868, Big Hurt. Robert is number one DMV in the house. Thanks, brother. DMV. Hopefully I'll see you out there. In Maryland. Mark Vega, I rode in gravel and sand on the Pan America Special, but the fundamentals work. Practice, practice, practice. Absolutely. Only thing on that Pan America, you're standing up. Daniel says, what's your favorite thing about the new Breakout? Good question. My favorite thing about that bike is how it looks. I mean, it just looks beautiful. And because the back tire is so big, and of course it's still a motorcycle tire, so it's curved. So when I look at it in my garage right now, parked, and I'm standing away from it, it looks like the back tire is not touching the ground, because, you know, the middle of it is, but the other part is like all the way out here. It's just if I have to pick a word for it, it's a sexy looking motorcycle, right? And because the rake sticks out more, that's why I don't look too big on it. Like it's not just a comfortable motorcycle. It actually, and that was surprising to a lot of people too. A lot of people sent me messages saying, how tall are you? I said, I'm 6'1". Really? I'm getting that motorcycle. Because they were like, the only thing that was holding me back is because I thought I would look ridiculous on it. But no, it's not the case. Smaller rake? Yeah, it would. And guys, yes, I am going to be, I know I already said this, but I am going to be doing a video 1 through 9 on that motorcycle. I'm sure I won't be, I can't say I'm sure I won't be doing the bonus, because I already know I can make an 18-foot U-turn on that motorcycle. But we'll see. Again, guys, I'm going to take the motorcycle out to the practice session. Doesn't mean I have to do the top of the snowman. I tell you guys all the time, all that extra stuff you don't have to do ever. You don't ever have to make an 18-foot U-turn. Not necessary. Keep that in mind, guys. Now, of course, people are going to want to, and of course, I'm going to try it, but it's not necessary. All right? Everything you're going to see me do on that motorcycle is normal stuff that everybody should be able to do on every motorcycle. Simple as that. Right turns, left turns from a stop, U-turn within 24 feet, a single serpentine, figure 8, offset double serpentine. Like, this is normal stuff. The snowman, Not the abominable snowman, the snowman. Normal stuff you should be able to do. I'm gonna knock that out on that breakout. Like that's not even a question. So good question, Daniel. Thank you. I don't even know how to pronounce this. D Cole Mechanic 1, February 7th, my oldest son's birthday. Okay. It's a good day, man. It was a great day on February 7th. Steve says, Steve Balance. I wouldn't recognize you with sunglasses off. I know, right? Steve, you have the perfect name for a motorcycle rider. Your last name is Balance. That's awesome. Kevin says, how did you wind up from New York City to Pula? All right. Good question. So I was working the midnight shift, and I was watching an episode of House Hunters, and they were in Savannah. So I remember I said, let me look on the computer and see if they have a police department out there, just for shits and giggles. I filled out a online application. Now, when I got on the job in New York, if you filled out an application for the police department, you heard from them like 2 years later. I think I got a email from them in about a week or two saying that, hey, they have some a class going in and they wanted me to start the process. So now I'm thinking I got 22 years coming up. I planned on doing 25 years. And I started looking at numbers. I knew the lieutenants were getting a raise. But I also knew that I was paying half the mortgage on a house in New York, plus I was paying rent on a townhouse that lease was coming to an end. And I'm like, well, if I retire now, two things I knew. I knew that if I retired now, I would go down to Savannah and join that police department and maybe do 10 years there and get another pension, right? I also knew that if I left the NYPD at that point and moved down to Pooler, and I found Pooler because that was during the house search. I never heard of Pooler, but Pooler's right off of Savannah. Matter of fact, when you land here at the airport, you're in Savannah. As soon as you leave the airport grounds, you're in Pooler. That's how close it is. Anyway, I knew that I can buy a house down here. And when I say buy a house, I mean buy it, right? No mortgage. And that's what you want when you retire. Your rent or your mortgage is the biggest nut you're going to have on a monthly basis, or at least it should be. And if you can eliminate that, whatever your income is, your fixed income is, it's almost like it got boosted up because that big bill you don't have anymore. So that's what made me say, I'm out of here. And I found Pooler because looking for houses in Savannah, Pooler was coming up, and that's how it happened. That's the short version of how I got down here. Didn't know anybody down here, but now my wife, of course, if I come, she says I'll come wherever you're going, I'm gonna go. And next thing you know, her mother moved down here, her sister, her niece, and my mother. So we're setting it off. And Barbara CVO19, who has a YouTube channel as well, we got to talking. We met on YouTube. He saw what was going on down here. He's from Jersey, and he knew it's just him and his wife and a dog. And he knew for him to get a house in New Jersey, it was going to cost him over $500,000, and that's a tear down versus what he can get down here in Pooler, Georgia, or Savannah area, Georgia, period, right? So he did a power move. He told his wife, listen, start doing some research, move down here. And at my first anniversary dinner, he actually said, he stood up and, talked about everything. And he said he's down here because of me, right? So he's a good friend and he's a barber. So he could pretty much work anywhere. He owned a barbershop in Jersey, came here, worked for some people briefly, and now he owns a barbershop down here. So, it's good to make moves. People sometimes get stuck where they are and they don't want to take a chance. And a lot of times it's for good reasons. But like I said, he owns his own business. He has no children. So, boom, he made the power move. All right, I hope that answers your question, brother. Let's see. Joe said Anita is the best. Of course, I agree. Quentin said, I already filled out the whole Thomas form. Yeah, you did. You're good, man. You're good. She's a keeper. That's from Collie. Yes, she is, man. You ain't got to tell me. The Belleville biker. Oh, he's talking to Andy. Okay. D. Sid, 13th grade, the good old days of the job. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Papa D rides. What's going on? He said, I came in late. Just wanted to say, hey, what's going on, Papa D? Check out Papa D's channel as well, guys. Jogo Motorcycles. Hey, are they talking to each other? Love my tabs. Okay, good. I love it when the VI preloaders and preloaders speak to each other on here. Jedi Ultra Limited says, I love the tone and sound of Tab over Chromeworks, and don't get me started on how awesome Custom Dynamics is. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just awesome. It really is. They make great products. Travis says, love my Tab zombies on my LRST. All right. Tabs are the best. Zombies, yep. Okay. Tom 202, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you in here. Steve Balance says, I need to come down and preload train with you on my GL 1800. Slow, slow, slow. Keep it loaded. All right. Oh, I got a $250 donation on here. I appreciate that, man. I'll get to, I don't even see where it is. Pops Productions, $9.99. Thank you very much. He says, thank you for your great skills and teaching. Appreciate you. Let me see if I can. Kevin. Okay. Kevin says, all the content and preloader sub equals a potential lifesaver, low cost insurance. Awesome. As a lifelong biker, you can never stop learning. Way to do, Robert. Thank you, Kevin. That's Kevin Harco. $250, man. Wow. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. That is just awesome. Okay. Hold on. Somebody gave me $10 too. It looks like Andy. I can't see his face. Hold up. All right. This is from Randy. I don't know if I read this already. $19.99 donation. Hey, Robert, I'm new. Don't have a bike. Never rode one. I watch your videos. I trust and believe. I really think I should start off with a Road King, no fairing, just that windshield. And they a little cheaper. Do they handle okay? First of all, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Secondly, you are probably the 10th person that I know of that have let me know that they watch my channel religiously and they don't own a motorcycle yet. And the beautiful thing about that is I always tell people, if you really want to learn this stuff, you need to be fully engaged in it. And that means trying to get as many senses as possible involved. So consume your mind with it, read it, watch the videos. So by the time you get on the bike, you already have a leg up, right? Second, that's first. Secondly, hell yeah, they turn good. They handle okay. That's why police departments use Road Kings and Electra Glides. They're beautiful, right? So yeah. And I'm also going to say to you, I'm also impressed that you're saying, yeah, you know what? I think I'll start out with a Road King with just a windshield. Where a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not starting out with that, man. That's a big bike. So that whole thing about what size motorcycle should I start on, there's no right or wrong answer to that. Well, it could be a wrong answer depending on the person. And that's what it really boils down to. It boils down to the person, what they feel comfortable with. Because this is really all about comfort and confidence. It's not about motor skills because the techniques are the same no matter what kind of bike you get on. But of course, a lighter motorcycle is a little more forgiving. So if you're riding a little 250 motorcycle and you feel like it's going to fall and you put your foot down, you're probably going to be okay. In fact, most likely you'll save that fall. But on a heavier motorcycle, if it starts to fall and you put your foot down, that saddlebag guard or saddlebag is back there, and that could be a bad ending. So a couple of things to keep in mind, when it comes to that. All right, guys, let me go back up here. I think I'm almost done with all of these guys. C Park says, any plans to come up to Philly area for your class? Again, I was planning on going to Pennsylvania, so yeah, I would come to Philly. I just need a spot. But again, now we're dealing with a city, a larger city where things become more difficult. So Steve Balance, you've got a GO 1800. Is it a DCT? See, my theory on the DCT, guys, is I think that when they say, hey, we're going to make a motorcycle with an automatic transmission, they're making that motorcycle, and I don't blame them for doing it. We know 98% of motorcycle riders don't know how to do what we're doing here. So that motorcycle is going to appeal to 98% of motorcycle riders. When it's time to slow down, you want a friction zone. And a lot of people that are preloaders and VI preloaders that have that motorcycle are not loving it when they slow down. And my theory is, well, if you're on the highway and you're rolling, it's in sixth. That's it. I'm not switching a bunch of gears. It's not a huge, I'm not dogging it. I'm not talking down about it. But I am saying that if you want to be able to do slow speed maneuvers, I'm not talking about a bunch of cones. I'm just talking about while you're riding and you want to be confident when you're doing them, you want a friction zone. I mean, that's all I'm going to say, especially if that's something you're already accustomed to. Can you still do it with the DCT? Yes, but it's totally different. It's a lot of rear brake, where a lot of slow speed maneuvers, you don't need the rear brake at all. You can't say that with this. There's no friction zone. So, but you can get used to anything. It's a Cadillac of motorcycles regardless. But if I got one, which I love that motorcycle, it would not be a DCT. Let's see. Mr. Uncle Sam 84. Hello, LT Simmons. What do you think about landing gear wheels on a motorcycle? If technology is there, should everyone get it? So my answer is going to be no, right? I've already seen it. I was on a motorcycle. Clearly, it's something that somebody just invented and put it on a motorcycle. The only way I would say yes is if it was tied into somebody with a disability, because most people are not going to want it just because they don't like the way it looks. So looks are always a part of why we pick motorcycles. For the most part, is how it looks, and looks are subjective. So I think that if people just learn how to ride a motorcycle properly, they would never want that on their motorcycle. However, if we're dealing with somebody with a disability and they put that on their motorcycle, even if they know what they're doing, just in case something happens. Some people have a prosthetic limb, and so they couldn't really handle. They could put their foot down if it's gentle, but if it was something else, it would probably be a problem. So if it can be put out in an emergency, oh yeah, absolutely, that would be a fantastic idea. Other than that, I don't even know how practical that is, because the other thing is a lot of these things. Well, if it's aftermarket, it doesn't matter, but a lot of these things have to be approved by everything and everyone to even be put on a motorcycle by a manufacturer. I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Okay. Travis says, what's one thing you like and dislike about your Breakout 117? Okay, I already said I like the way it looks. The only thing I dislike about that motorcycle right now is the wind. And I don't even know if that qualifies as me disliking about the motorcycle, right? That's the condition I'm dealing with. If I'm talking about the motorcycle, that's an excellent question. What do I think about? Well, all right, I got one for you. The fact that it came with incandescent bulbs. But I can almost forgive it for not having, no, I can't. Listen, it's 2023. At this point, I don't care how much the motorcycle costs. It shouldn't have incandescent bulbs on it. A motorcycle is already a small footprint on the road, and the Breakout is an even smaller footprint than what I'm accustomed to riding. So putting LED lights on it just makes sense because it's going to be safer. It's bright. Don't get me started, man. But that's what I don't like about it. But listen, I never thought I'd find a day when, if you ask me what I don't like, that's it. Now I'm gonna have a video coming out, guys. I'm getting the suspension upgraded, so I'm sure that's going to be better. But so far, it didn't. It's not crazy. It's nothing. I don't feel really bad, but I barely rode it, right? And I'm almost expecting. That's another thing. I have to lower my expectations because I'm still comparing it to what I ride. And when I ride, obviously the shocks are bigger. And first of all, I don't have stock suspension on any of my bikes anyway. I have Wilbur suspension. And hint, guys, this month, somebody from Germany is coming here to visit me, and they're going to say hello to Allure. And not only are they going to say hello to her, they're going to put their hands on her with my permission, of course. And some stuff is going to happen. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm excited about that. All right, that's happening this month. See, I forgot all about that, guys. I was going to keep that under wrap, but you guys got it coming out of me now. Let's see. Jarhead USMC, thank you for your service. Hi, Robert. Love your channel. When are you coming to Florida? Oh, man. As soon as somebody allows me to come, I'm coming, man. Just get me a location and I'm there. It's that simple. A legitimate location. C Park says, I'm 30 minutes north of the city. Okay. Mike Washington says, I will plan to come to Asheboro, North Carolina from Raleigh, but on a Gold Wing, new to the channel. Hold up. All right, I can tell you're new to the channel, Mike. So, guys, one thing you'll know about me, words are important, period. But they're definitely important to me. With that being said, I watch what I say, and I and when I'm reading something, some words just jump off at me. They jump off the screen at me. And Mike said, I will plan to come to Asheboro, North Carolina from Raleigh, but on a Gold Wing, new to the channel. Mike, I don't care what you show up on because I don't care what kind of motorcycle you ride. This channel is about you being confident and safe on your motorcycle, period. That means any kind of motorcycle. And you're coming on the Cadillac motorcycle. So don't put no butt in front of that, man. Right? I got to spend thousands of dollars to get my motorcycle to almost feel like yours. And good luck. It ain't going to happen. So yeah, are you coming just to come observe? That's fine too. Or are you coming to participate? If you are, send me an email. All right. info@btheborsiamotorcycle.com. That's the email address. It's in the upper right-hand corner of all of my videos, or all of the newer ones. If you see in an older video and you see it says paying it forward, blah, 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 on the upper right-hand corner, that email address is still good too. So either one is good. I'll still get it. Let's see. Jedi Ultra Limited says, just joined a minute ago. Are you going to be at Myrtle Beach Bike Week in May? No, I'm not. I already know I'm not going to be there because I got too much other stuff going on. I've never been to that bike week. Purple Heart Vet. Hello, sir. I was in your first New Jersey class and love the videos. I catch myself yelling at my son. Preload. He's a new rider. Awesome. Is he a preloader? That's the question. Get him subscribed if he isn't. Right? All right. Jedi Ultra Limited. Ed Mike Washington. Okay, he's talking to somebody else. Papa D Rides. Have a great weekend, everyone. Gotta go. Take care, brother. Pops Productions says, welcome to V.I.Preloaders. Absolutely, welcome. Let's see. Joe, will you be putting tab slips on your breakout? Who wants to answer that question for him? He probably already did. I'm still catching up. Yeah, I definitely am. As a matter of fact, just for you guys, they're in my garage. V.I.Preloaders already know the answer to this because for those of you that don't know, V.I.Preloaders get first crack at, if I have stuff that I'm going to give away or sell, I let them know about it first. They get special pricing. They get videos that you guys don't, that everyone doesn't see. And if it's a video coming out, they get informed that it's coming out before anybody else does. And they get scenes from some videos that other people won't see. So they get exclusive stuff, and then they also get first crack at stuff on top of being able to practice with me all the time for free here in Pooler, Georgia. So I sent them already a picture of the box leaning against Allure. So yes, she's definitely getting tab slip-ons, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it sounds because I was talking to Casey about it, and he told me it's going to sound better because it's a shorter pipe. So we'll see, and then we'll see what happens after that. Really, slip-ons is all it needs, but you never know. Might throw a cam in there. Who knows? I'm not real big on all of that stuff. I'm really not. I have no idea what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. You know, if somebody tells me get a 485, 475 SNS cam, you know, I was watching Cycle Fanatics. He knows his crap. He loves that 475 SNS. So that's what I'm going to get. I have one of those sitting in my garage. It's going on Violet. I had it before the accident. So once she's ready, I'm ready. Okay. Carly 411. Got to go, Robert. Take it easy. All right, brother. Kodak, the ground pounder. Love you preload videos. Makes me want to look you up next time I travel to Georgia. Well, definitely look me up. Absolutely. You don't have to look me up. Just hit me up, and then we can make it happen. Tom 202. Got to hear the D&D. Insane sound and talk. I would like to hear that. Joe Go. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. Eddie McLean says, guys, remember to tell her she's beautiful every day, especially on Valentine's Day. No, not your Harley, her. Eddie's a funny guy, man. Pop Productions, still at 1 out of 10, but better than a bunch of other folks. Absolutely. You don't have to tell me that, man. Listen, anybody in Preloader Nation that is in Preloader Nation, they're already going to have a leg up because that means they're engaged, right? They're taking this seriously. It's that simple. Stacy King, welcome, Mike. Okay, he's talking to him. Jedi says, where is the North Carolina event. Asheboro isn't far from me. Yes. Cox is Harley Davidson. Just send me an email if you're interested. I'll send you all the information you need. Let's see. All right. Ever check out Hoppy Endings? I never heard of that. Let's see. Steve, my buddy's boots and jeans turned me onto you. Great folks. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if you saw the video with them when they came down here. Just great couple. We took them out to eat and hung out a little while. Very nice. We didn't get to practice together, but that's okay. They're doing a lot of riding. Let's see. Big Harley, when are you coming to New York? Okay, we already covered that. Just need a location. Andrew Schultz, Road Kings handle the best. Oh, yeah, he has a Road King. And that Road King was new to Andy, and he just practiced and practiced on it. Now he's killing it out there. Pops Production said, true that, Andrew. I have a Road King, and it's the most nimble bike I've ever had. Yep. More than the Fat Boy, absolutely. Definitely more than the Fat Boy. That's easy. Joe Go said, here's my second account. So Joe Go had something going on with his account. He's been a V.I.Preloader for the longest. And then he noticed his badge disappeared. His emojis, V.I.Preloaders get special emojis too. They disappeared. And he had to start another account. And now he's a rookie V.I.Preloader again. He's green. I remember my wife went through that. She was mad about that too. Little Scott's World. I'm experiencing the delivery and customer service problems with J&S jacks. Oh boy. I ordered my jack on August 1st, 22, and still have not received my jack. Next stop is Small Claims Court. Already contacted Better Business Bureau. That's ridiculous. If they know they can't provide the product, stop taking people's money. Like, that is ridiculous. See, guys, this is why I had to do a follow-up video on this company, because I don't give a damn how good the jack is. And the jack is all right. It's got its faults. Like, mine doesn't even work anymore. All of the liquid came out of the damn thing. I don't know what to do with it anymore. If you guys know how to handle that, please let me know. Send me an email. But that's ridiculous. August 1st, 2022. This guy's got to go to Small Claims Court. That's time and effort that he's got to put. Pete Shaw. I'll be at the practice session in Asheboro again in June. Haven't signed up yet. Will soon. All right, Pete. Looking forward to seeing you, man. And hopefully your bride's coming back out too to give you some support. Lovely people, man. Lovely. And Pete wasn't playing. Pete was like, if it don't work out at that dealership, I'll never buy another motorcycle from them again. I'm telling you, man, there's V.I.Preloaders and preloaders out there. They're just not playing, man. Not playing. Barber CVO19. What's up, Rob? Fresh cut. Yes, you guys see the cut? That's Barber CVO19. And I got to tell you guys, always professional. Barber CVO19 don't do no really hard work, so his hands are very nice and soft. And I'm in and out of that chair in 15 minutes. Right? That wasn't the case with my last barber. And 15 minutes, but everything is on point. Like, you could tell the man knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for years. So shout out to Barber CVO19. Check out his YouTube channel. He just came back from a vacation. I think he was in the Bahamas. Yes, he was, with his beautiful wife, Gabby, and sent some nice pictures. Check him out on Instagram as well. Some drone shots. Good stuff, man. Love that guy and his wife. They're good people. Let's see. Randy says, when you come into Charlotte, it's just down the road from you. Charlotte what? Do they have a Charlotte in Georgia I don't know about? A Charlotte in South Carolina? Charlotte, North Carolina is not just down the road from me, but if it's just down the road from me, then Pooler, Georgia is just down the road from you. Right? Get down here. Right? It's going to cost you a lot less, too, if you come here as a V.I.Preloader. Actually, even as a preloader, it's going to cost you less. So get on my email notification list if you're not on it. And if a date works out that I'm having a practice session and you're going to come down here, that way you can send me an email and say, put me on the list, because the list is 10. That's it. Let's see. Jedi Ultra Limited. Got to see if the wife will let me drop the money for the Asheboro, North Carolina event. Okay. Here's how you make this happen. First of all, do you practice? Do you take any classes or anything like that? If the answer is no, or it's scarce, if it's scarce, you just let your wife watch a few of these videos and let her understand that I don't know what you've put on your motorcycle, if anything, what money you've spent on your motorcycle outside of the price of the motorcycle, but training and practice, that's an investment in you. And any investments you make in you benefits her, right? And if you have kids, them or anybody that loves you, period. It's hard to argue with that logic. All right. All right. Rob Early says, started watching your channel during the pandemic before I had a motorcycle. It's been a couple of years now, and I'm still watching. Love the evolution of the channel. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Jogo Motorcycle says, oh, he's asking for forgiveness. Okay, he's talking to somebody else. Very good. Road Glider Rob, just dropping in. You going to Daytona? Yes, I am. 7th through the 9th, and then I'll be there again on the 10th. Let's see. Mark says, at Be the Boy Motorcycle, I never stopped to practice since I left motorcycle school in 2019, and now on a Goldwing 2014, still practicing. That's right. It's a perishable skill. You have to keep it up. So the only thing that changes is like when you're practicing to get your muscle memory built up and get this confidence up, it's a lot more involved than when you reach that, and now you're practicing just to maintain, right? Just to maintain. So your practice sessions become this. It actually becomes more fun too. When you start getting it, all of this becomes more fun, and that's when you start hearing people say, I actually have more fun in the parking lot now than I do riding on the road. And that's because the parking lot is a challenge. We love challenges, right? Most of us do, at least. All right. Let's see. Oh, he's talking to Jason. Okay. Oh, screen just jumped on me again, guys. Let's see. Taylor, $9.99. Thank you, man. I appreciate the donation. Taylor Harrell says, second, the Florida question. Space Coast Harley Davidson. What are your thoughts on loud pipes save lives? All right. So if you guys, I forgot to tell you guys this too. When I do my traveling practice sessions, if a preloader or a V.I.Preloader secures a legitimate location to hold the practice session, I waive their participation fee. Now, sometimes they still give me something and say, all right, I'll just make it a donation. But as far as the cost of that practice session for them, it's no charge because they got to do some work. They got to do some work, make phone calls, talk to people, go to places, and other people are going to benefit, myself included, of course, from them getting that location because that's the thing we need. So just keep that in mind. And what are my thoughts on loud pipes save lives? Knowing how to ride the motorcycle saves lives. That's the first thing I'll say. Loud pipes can assist people hearing you, and that can assist you avoiding an accident. But I'm always going to put the first responsibility on the rider, right? I was talking to somebody today, and he said somebody had an accident on a motorcycle, and they kind of rode kind of aggressively, I'll say. And he said, hopefully, and the person's fine, nothing crazy. He said, hopefully this will make them change the way they ride. And my response to him was, probably not. Because a lot of times when people get into accidents on the motorcycle, it's not my fault. They did this. The cager did that. Pulled in front of me. There are always, of course, there are circumstances where, yes, it was nothing that you can do. But that's far and few between. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, it was because A, the rider lacked the technique that I'm talking to you guys about. They don't have any muscle memory. So that's why that happened. B, they're not anticipating. They're just riding with their thumbs up their butts. Like I tell people all the time, it's not a car. You can't be in la la land. You got to be alert, right? And your antennas are going to go up more depending on the situation. Approaching an intersection, right? Passing anything like cars. If it's cars parked and you're passing, I wouldn't be in that lane most likely anyway, because somebody might just open the door and they might open it at a point where you're going at a speed where even if you swerve, something's going to hit, right? So a lot of the responsibility is on us as riders, but because most of us don't do things the way we should do them, the end result is an accident and then blame. It's always the other person's fault. So as long as they think it's the other person's fault, why would they change anything they're doing? Right? It would take somebody to actually be able to see it and point out, listen, here's what you did wrong. That's why whenever I hear anything about a motorcycle dropping or crashing or falling, I'm not a Monday morning quarterback, but this is information gathering. I want to know what happened. What happened? And 9 times out of 10, it's the same thing. They're going too fast. They couldn't negotiate the turn. They're leaning too much and they're leaning too much because they're going too fast. So all of these things are related. All right, good question. So loud pipes assist you, just like proper lighting will assist you. But you need to always be ready to know what to do with that motorcycle in certain circumstances. All right? All right. Pops Production. Space Coast Harley Davidson varies their prices by what you're bringing in and who you finance through. They want you to finance through Harley Davidson, which is a complete rip-up. Oh, okay. Well, we're not talking about buying a bike from them. We just want to, if they have a range, we want to use their range. Miles says, hey, Rob, it's Miles from the Great White Northwest, British Columbia. Oh, what's going on, Miles? Great day to you, young man. That's from Brown J28 or BRW NJ28. Thanks for your service. Thank you. DA Cole Mechanic 1. Thank you, Robert, for your hookup with Jay. My pleasure, man. He's a good guy. The Belleville Biker Cedar Point is awesome. Now, that's a huge parking lot. Ah, okay. Karen said, Space Coast HD is a nice dealership. Their range is very spacious. Okay, so good. They have a range. I'm just hoping somebody calls me and says, listen, I went to Space Coast. I spoke to them. They said, yeah, we love what you're doing. Let us know. Come on down. We'll work it out. Oh, man. Screen just jumped on me again, guys. Hold on. Okay, good. I think I'm almost at the end, guys. That's Joe talking to Belleville Biker. Again, if you guys have any questions, put them in here now because I'm going to try to wrap this up soon. Good evening from NOLA. Happy Mardi Gras. That's Doug Wanell. What's going on, Doug? Good evening. Kevin says, riding your bike as a police officer, what was your most interesting moment that you needed max skills to skip a bad outcome? You know what, Kevin? That's a good question. I don't even think I have an answer for you because it's funny. Whenever we were going out on the motorcycle in that parking lot, in the park, I always did some warm-up drills. And whenever I did those warm-up drills, there were always some guys that would like not even try to make the turn. So this is what I mean when I tell you guys, don't think just because somebody's a motor officer that they got all of this figured out. They passed motor school and then didn't prioritize practicing, right? It's a perishable skill, regardless of what you're wearing or what your title is. You have to practice. That's why there's civilian riders that ride better than motor officers because they prioritized it. It's that simple. So yeah, I can't think of anything really, and I guess that's a good thing. But part of the reason also is because I'm always A, anticipating, but B, if you're on a police motorcycle, if things get tight, lights and sirens have a tendency to open things up. You know, so, and if I'm on the highway or anything like that, nobody's passing me. If somebody came close to me, it depends on what speed I was going. I wasn't a moron, you know, a jerk or anything like that. I would put the lights on and then, you know, check them, slow down, because sometimes people are not even paying attention. They just see a motorcycle. They don't even know, oh, it's a police motorcycle, even though it says police on the back of it. But, you know, everybody's not that observant. But good question. Okay, Quentin, your motors. I don't know if you already responded, but did you have to receive my hold harmless agreement? Yeah, I received it. I responded to that. I got it. Frank said, good evening from Long Island, New York. Great listening to you. Thanks, Frank. Great listening to you too. I actually had some people from Long Island that wanted me to come down there and do a practice session. And he was like, yeah, it's going to be like 5 of us. I need way more than 5 people to come to Long Island, man. So if you guys could work that out and get a location, yeah, I could. Again, I'm dying to get to New York anyway. And quite frankly, I think I'd have a better chance of doing something in Long Island, Rockland County, Westchester County, someplace outside of the 5 boroughs. I'd probably have a better chance of doing it, unless there's some type of business owner in the city that had a parking lot and said, yeah, come on down. Other than that, probably be better in the surrounding counties. But man, that would be great to be able to come back to New York. It really would. Damn, it just jumped on me again, guys. Hold on. Okay. Space Coast does have a very nice course, but don't go buy a bike there. Okay. I promise I won't buy a bike from there. Okay, good, good, good. Let's see. Is the Quentin typos? Okay, no problem. Steve says, I think I'd hate a DCT. I want all the control. Absolutely. Pops Productions. Oh, he's talking to Randy. Okay. Big Harley says, as of today, I'm a proud owner of a 2022 Road Glide ST. Good for you, man. Congratulations. Have rode in about 15 years. Watching your videos has given me confidence to get back in the Salem. Hope you come to New York soon. Oh, man, I want to come to New York, man. You make sure you show that Road Glide who the boss is, like right out the gate. Robert Miller says, that's a big machine to start on for a starter bike. Yeah, again, that really depends. You know, I started on the Road King. So, you know, it just depends, man. None, that's the person's name, says, love your content. Well, that's the person's account name. Love your content. I'm hooked with slow speed. Would love to start a small club in my city for rodeo type riding. Slow speed got me to love riding again so much. I am now a motorcycle instructor. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's what I'm talking about. See what I mean, guys? It's contagious. Each one teach one. Spread this. Because, I mean, as much as we spread, if everybody in here spread it to 10 people, if everybody in here spread it to 1,000 people, we're still way behind. That's how I'm just trying to give you some perspective on how upside down we are with this whole knowing how to ride a motorcycle thing, as far as being able to control it at slow speeds. But congratulations, man. Rick Cruz from Orlando. I hope to see you in Daytona. Where are you going to where are you going to be at, my brothers? I'm coming down from Pennsylvania. Yeah, the 7th through the 9th, I'll be there. I'm gonna put something out about it, man. So just make sure you're paying attention. Hope you got your notifications on. I'm gonna do it as like a post. I'm gonna put it on Instagram, Facebook too. All right, and TikTok. Hope to see you too, man. I'll be at the Tap Performance booth for a meet and greet on the 8th. Michelle B, what's going on? Welcome to V.I.Preloaders. Thank you for being a V.I.Preloader, Michelle. Michelle said, thank you. I absolutely love this channel and looking forward to coming to a practice session soon. I'm looking to it as well. I'm looking forward to it as well. Screen just jumped on me again. Hold on. Pops Productions, I can talk to Space Coast about it. Some of them know who you are. Okay. Fingers crossed. Space Coast. I'm going to look it up. Space Coast Harley Davidson. I'll look it up. Do a Google search, look at the range. Well, I don't even need to see it. You guys already told me it's big and beautiful. I appreciate that, Pops Productions. Oh, man, I don't know how to pronounce this. Tonus? T-H? I know it's not Thanos. Either way. If I decide to fly out there, can I borrow your Road King for one of your sessions? You can rent it, yes. And I just did that a couple of days ago. I put a post out about a guy that flew here from Michigan. I had somebody fly here from Illinois. He actually did 3 days. I had a guy fly here from New York. Actually, he was in the video with me. And he was out here for 3 days too for training. And all 3 of those days, he rented Angel. So yeah, the answer is yes, you can do that. Yuri 978, Space Coast is a good location for most of Florida. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. And I'm assuming that means it's centrally located. It's not like in the Keys. You know what I mean? Dex Roberts says, why is it Indian bikes that almost hit you? Huh? Oh. Are you talking about in my intro? He just got caught in that turn, And if you look at that intro, when he's making that turn, look where his head and his eyes are. He's looking right at me. Usually I tell people to look at me, but So if that's what you're talking about, no, I don't think he did it on purpose. I see the emoji you used. And you're right. Out there in Jersey, there was another guy in the Indian that almost hit me. When I was in Texas, There's a guy on a Challenger that almost hit me. Yeah, well, see, I'm not worried about that because I'm not one of these Harley fanboys that's putting down Indians all the time. I had an Indian, and never mind. I almost gave something away. All right, Andrew. Thanks, Robert. Oh, yeah, he was telling them that he rented Road King. Okay. Thanks, Andy. Screen just jumped on me again. Okay. Okay, Daniel says, any intentions of having a class in Denver? I don't know anything about Denver. I don't know how far it is from me. But once again, if I have a legitimate location, it's always going to be in consideration. Legitimate, a legitimate location and participation. Like sometimes people say, "Hey, can you come to this location?" And it's such a remote area. You're not going to get a lot of people to come there. So that means it's not going to happen. It would have to be close for me to do that. And if it's close, sometimes it really doesn't make sense. You may as well come here, right? Steve Boston said, ordering my custom dynamics lights tonight. Thanks. You got it, Steve. Jason says, Rob, what's your opinion? Any pros or cons to shorty clutch and brake levers with slow speed stuff? Well, my answer to that is it all depends on the person. Listen, as long as it's comfortable for you, you don't want to do anything that's uncomfortable or inconvenient, because that's when stuff happens. If the shorty works better for you, you can still reach your clutch handle comfortably. You can stay in the friction zone comfortably. It's just like high handlebars. If you guys watched practice session number, I think it was 50, I don't know what number it was, but oh my gosh, I forgot his name. But he was on a Road King with 18-inch bars and killing it in slow speed stuff, killing it. And then we went to Harley Davidson and he was killing it out there on the little course they had. He's still able to reach his clutch and his throttle, even with his handlebars turned all the way to the right. And that's really what I usually ask people. Turn your handlebars all the way to the right. Can you comfortably reach your clutch? If the answer is yes, knock yourself out. Right? So I hope that answers your question. Frank says, let's see how many we can get from New York to have a class. Yeah, listen, that would be great. But remember, when we're dealing with New York, it's not just about the people, it's about the location. We got to get a location, and it's got to be a location that's legitimate and practical. It's got to be big enough for us to do what we have to do. Okay. Doug says, Robert, will you consider a visit to NOLA, assuming I can secure the logistics? I don't know what NOLA is. I don't know what NOLA is. Is that North LA? I don't know. Let me know what NOLA is. It all depends on where it is. If that's LA, I don't know about that, man. Again, it's got to make sense. DA Coal Mechanic 1. I'm going to try to put something together for the Pacific Northwest. All right, let's do it, man. I appreciate you trying. That's Joe talking to him. Quentin Campbell. Welcome, V.I.Preloaders. Quentin's all over here, baby. The V.I.Preloader. Thank you, brother. Taylor. I can go talk to Rick, one of the salespeople who moved to their shop at Space Coast, or maybe their marketing lady. They are constantly throwing events and activities. Yeah, you'd be better off talking to the market. New Orleans. Oh, okay. My wife just told me where that. And I thought that was probably New Orleans. My wife just told me that NOLA is New Orleans. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to rule that out. I don't think that's actually, I have no clue how close that is to me. I'd have to look that up. So Taylor, yeah, you'd be better off talking to the marketing person than the salesperson, because the salesperson is just going to go talk to the marketing person. But the point is, the salesperson is not making that decision, so that's not the person to actually speak to. WC says, "What's up, Robert? What's going on?" This thing is jumping on me again. Hold on, guys. Welcome to the family. Quentin's welcoming people to the family. Milton Figueroa, what's going on, man? What's up, LT from Jersey? What's going on, Milton? Milton was in a practice session as well when I went out to Jersey. Hopefully I'll see him again. Pedro, just dropping by to say that your lessons are awesome and encouraged me to get my first bike. It's been 6 months now. Keep it up. Awesome, Pedro. Congratulations. Thank you. Very happy to hear that, man. My first motorcycle is a 22 Blue Steel Road Glide. That's from D. Cole Mechanic 1. Ah, all right. All right. So he started out with something big. Thanks, Rob. I love the breakout. That's uh, Thanos. You got it, man. He's talking to post productions. Okay. Daniel Brown. Hey, Robert. Love the video and all the awesome information. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the support. Dex Roberts says, there was a Kawasaki Vulcan that I think hit you. Oh, yes. That was yeah, she hit me in the U-turn. And she was more concerned about me. She was so embarrassed, and I felt bad. I felt bad for her, and she hit me because she just felt bad about it. But I was fine. She was fine, and we just kept going. And man, I'm so glad she stuck to it, man, because she was doing awesome by the end of that practice session out there in Maryland. What the hell? This thing is frozen up on me. Oh, okay. Oh, good. I'm at the bottom. Little Scott's World. I passed the MSF course and purchased a 2018 Road Glide as my first bike. I've been riding now for a little over a year and doing 25-foot or less U-turns. You can start on a larger bike. It's not impossible. Of course it's not. Congratulations passing that MSF course. Thank you for being the V.I.Preloader. I appreciate it, brother. Kevin says, oh, he's talking to Joe Go. NOLA is New Orleans. Thank you. My wife told me, WC. Joshua also told me New Orleans. Get it together, Rob. Melissa also told me NOLA equals New Orleans. Thank you. Or New Orleans, however you want to say it. Pete Shaw, you just said you didn't want to give anything away. Are you thinking of adding another Indian to the stable? Pete, you're right. I'm not giving anything away. I'm leaving it at that. But thank you, Melissa, for the edumacation. Jason saying, I said edumacation just to piss my wife off. I know she's probably like, okay, Daniel says, dude, your video on how to get on and off the bike on the high side changed my life. Thank you. You're welcome, man. You know what's funny about that? I was supposed to do that video a long time ago. I mean, I just kept forgetting about it. And then something happened, and I was like, you know what? I need to make this video. And I got to tell you, a lot of people have responded saying, oh my God, I can't believe I never thought about this. Or a lot of people, again, we're so accustomed to seeing something, our brains won't even say, hey, why don't I just do it this way? Or people worrying about the motorcycle tipping. And once you find out how to properly do it, please, I'm getting on like that all the time. Right? So yeah, you got it, man. Thank you for watching it. Somebody else, Doug told me New Orleans. Thank you. Let's see. And that is a CVO. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. That's Joe talking to somebody. Mac practicing Saturday. The WX finally will allow it. Had ice and slush with salt, sand on the roads here in Oklahoma. Oh man, I don't miss that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I wasn't even into all this motorcycle stuff when I lived in New York, and I was in these weather conditions. So it just all worked out that I happened to move in a location where you can ride all season, all year. Dex says, all of us Louisiana preloaders are glad you were not hurt. Thank you, man. So was I. Dave's Classic Cars. Hi, Robert. I was wondering if it's harder to make tight turns on your new breakout because of the wide rear tire. I took a demo ride on one and it seemed harder to me. So it's going to be, let's put it like this. You're going to have to put more work into getting it over. But listen, at the end of the day, if that motorcycle, as wide as that rear wheel is, if you cut the power to that rear wheel, what's going to happen to it? It's going to fall over. So when you're trying to lean that motorcycle, you got to pull that clutch in a little bit. That's all you got to do. And then once you get it where you want it, open up the clutch a little bit and just stay right there and you'll be fine. At that point, the only thing that's going to prevent the turn from being tighter is the lean angle. It's not going to give you a lot, and that's fine because I really didn't buy this motorcycle to lean a lot. All right, guys, that's everybody's comments. I want to thank you all of you guys, for spending your Friday evening with me. I know there's anything you could be doing with your time, and the fact that you choose to spend that time with me here talking to you, I appreciate that. If you missed anything on this video, just go back and watch it because it'll be out. It'll be, all of this is recorded, of course. So just go back and watch it. It's going to cover all the information that I went over as far as what's scheduled for this year. I want to thank everybody that donated tonight. I highly appreciate that. Was not expected. So definitely appreciate that. And just know, if you guys ever decide to donate money, that's a beautiful thing. It's always appreciated. But what you give to me pretty much goes right back to you. All right. I hope you know what I mean by that. Hold on, guys. I got a bunch of stuff coming in. Oh, I think it's just people saying good night. Okay, good. Take care, Rob. Okay. All right. So yeah, guys, we've been on here for, and I don't care about the time too much, but I know a lot of you guys got stuff to do. 2 hours and 10 minutes. I love you guys. Stay tuned. The next video that I have coming out for you guys, most likely, I'm not talking about a short. I'm talking about an actual video. It's going to be the Tab Performance slip-ons that I'm putting on the lure. I'm looking forward to that. And for those of you that are coming to Daytona, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Daytona, guys. All right, guys? Preload and keep it loaded. Keep the shiny side up. If you have time to ride your motorcycles, guys, you got time to practice on them. You know the drill. Preload and keep it loaded. Take care.